Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple of weeks since we stripped these two frames down. Finally got all the parts together, and so today we're going to build them back up. If you recall from the previous video, these are two Rockhopper Pros that I'm building up for my two sons, and as such we are going to try and keep them as close to each other as possible in terms of spec, because what we don't want is one of them moaning that the other one's got a better bike than him. No one can do with that shit. So first things first, we'll get the headsets in. So what we're going for headset wise, it did have basic steel cups and loose ball bearings. We are upgrading them. They're both going to have FSA headsets with cartridge bearings, so we'll pop those in first. As ever, first things first, with the old Shimano anti-seize in the head tubes, just to help with inserting the cups. It's kind of tricky trying to work on two bikes in such a tight space, but it has been raining on and off today, so we are working just inside the garage again. I guarantee if I was working outside it'd just fucking piss down, so we'll stay in here where it's dry-ish. What I'm doing there, I'm sticking a screwdriver in the back of the zip tie so that I can reuse the cable tie. There's no point cutting them and throwing them away, it's so wasteful. There's nothing wrong with that, we can use that again. Let's get a bottom cup in first. So yeah, it's been a couple of weeks since the last video, and apart from having to try and find all the right parts for these two bikes, I've also been here, there and everywhere gallivanting. So went to Bath with the missus, went to see Joe Hill, get some books signed. So we did that a couple of weeks ago. Then last week, let's get this thing done up first. Try and get your logo straight if possible. Look at that, with the aid of the grease, that's gone all the way in without needing to use the spanner on the bottom at all. All the way in. So yeah, like I was saying, 2 weeks ago we went to see the author Joe Hill. For those of you who don't know, it's Stephen King's son. So that was a nice trip. And then last week we went over to Ascot to UK Legoland, UK Lapland. I keep calling it that. For the kids. So yeah, I've been pretty busy out and about doing stuff. And hopefully we can get these two built up today and out of the way and move on to something else that I've got lined up. Is that going to go in straight? Here we go, straight in. All the way by hand on that one? Not quite. Not quite. Here we go. That's that one. So yeah, we've gone with cartridge bearing headsets because I just can't fucking stand pissing about with loose ball bearing ones. It's just more maintenance, really. Cartridge ones are cheap enough anyway. Here we go, saving on zip ties. Right. So yeah, this one does. Almost. There we go. Look at that. Come on, done at the top. Stupid bloody thing. I should really Loctite those in at the top. And these handles are all bloody loose again. Come on. That one's nice and tight. Alright, so there the cups are in. We'll put this tool to one side now for a while. Bloody thing. Get in the drawer. Fucking stay there. Right. So forks wise, we are sticking with the forks that came on the two bikes. Both had got Reba SLs from RockShox, and both forks seem to be fully functional. I'm not going to take them apart and start pissing about with them, primarily because I might break them. But secondary, if they're working, in my experience, just don't touch them, don't mess with them. So those are going to go on. I even managed to get that stuck crown race out of that 1-inch tool from last time. It was stuck in there, if you remember. We got that out. That's sorted now. Oh. Fucking hell. Right, let's do this one first. Let's try and find a tool that's going to fit it without bleeding getting stuck. Maybe 836, whatever the fuck that is. Oh, 837, we like that one. Tapered one. So, the white forks are going on the blue bike because they're the ones that came off that bike. Look at that, didn't even need to hammer it, that's gone straight down. Well, that's on. Sorted. That's what we like to see. Bit of anti-seize around there. Pop the bearing on, like so. And for now we're just going to stick this stem on here, tighten it down a touch whilst I look for some spacers because I've misplaced my spacers, so I can stay there. Where did I put all of those spacers? I put them somewhere so they'd be safe, and now I don't know where they are. Right. Come on, Franksy, get a fucking grip. Here we go. I found you. Got a whole bunch of different ones here. Right, how many do we think we need? Let's just loosen that up a touch. close. Drop the fucking spacer. Come here, you little bastard. I think we need one thin one and one slightly fatter one. Technical term. Shit. Like I knew that was going to fucking happen. Jesus Christ. That space has rolled into the depths of the garage, never to be seen again. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fucking spaces everywhere. Fucking crap everywhere now as well. Jesus Christ. Dear, dear, dear. It's weird how that's going to have to do. It's going to have to do. Get in the hole, you bastard. Right, stay. That was a bit of a fucking fiasco, wasn't it? Fuck's sake. God knows what the bastard drop count's at already. Just nip that up a bit. On those, I'll just do the one. Just so that I can clearly see the other one's not done up, then that reminds me I've still got to tighten them up and set them properly later. I know some people set it off at an angle to remind them, but... Right. That was fun and games straight away. Fun and games. Clear some of this excess anti-seize off. Right. On to the next one. Where's that chrome race gone now? Oh dear, dear. Just not organised. I thought I was. I had everything out here. It's probably fell on the bloody floor somewhere. Oh, for Jesus Christ, it was right here a minute ago. Shitting hell. Let's get my bins on. Let's get some light on the situation as well. This is so annoying. It was right here. With the rest of the bloody headset. Fucking unbelievable, man. It fell off somewhere. I'll have to find it. I can't believe I lost that. Come on. Shitting bricks.
Much later.
I finally found the crown race. In my fucking pocket. Jesus Christ, I turned the workbench upside down looking for it and it was in my apron pocket all along. What a fucking twat. Anyway, we've got that in. We jumped ahead a bit. Let's just get this fucking bolt done up and we're all done for the front end then. So we're sticking with the specialised stems that came off the bikes. The slightly longer one's going on this one because it's for a slightly bigger kid. Right, so we've got our forks on. Let's get our bottom brackets in. Yeah, and plenty more anti-seize in the threads. Threads are all good, I've checked them. They're all fine. They were famous last words, isn't it? It's not going in well at all. Oh, bloody hell, what's going on here? Nah, stiff as you like. Come on. Something's not right. Something's not right with these threads. Let's try it in that one. Might be this particular bottom bracket cup. No, it's running fine in that one.
I know it sounds gritty there, but they went in as smooth as silk, those two cups.
What's going on with the thread? It's just a bit stiff on this one. Going in, just stiff. That one, we could tighten it virtually all the way up by hand. This one, kind of stiff. But the threads are really clean. So I don't understand that, to be honest. There's no rhyme or reason to that. So just keep that off a bit because you're supposed to always do the drive side up fully first. Yeah, it's doing up fine. It's just too stiff to do by hand. Just trying to fuck with me, aren't you, boy? See, I've got one good bike behaving itself up there, and then you, so far, throwing shit on the floor, refusing to fucking play ball. Right, let's get this finished. Right, so on to cranks now, and again, trying to keep everything as identical as possible. We've got two Dior cranks. As you may recall, we took Dior cranks off the bikes, but the one had XT chainrings on, so I've swapped those out for some decent Dior ones in good condition. We'll pop those on. Oh, and it's fucking raining. It's fucking raining again. So I don't have any of those silly little clips that go in there with the pin that locates in the hole. So we're just going to have to do without them. And the kids are going to have to pray that the cranks don't fall off when they're using them. I don't think there's any chance of that happening, but you never know. Right. I'd say if I drop one more thing today, I'm going to fucking scream or something, I'll kill myself, but I'm bound to drop something else. It's inevitable. I've got the worst fucking drops there. There you go, get in, you bugger. See, dropping my mic now, fuck it out. It's inevitable. Fucking pissing down again here in sunny Cornwall. So again, just hand tighten on that, don't go mad. That's enough. Now then. There you are, fucking hiding. 5mm. One day I might get a torque wrench. Maybe. Having said that, people were assembling and repairing their own bikes long before anyone thought to advise them to torque everything up to a certain setting. And, you know, I'm not saying everything was fine because I don't know, but, you know, common sense. Don't overdo it. Don't want to strip bolts, but don't leave it loose enough that it can work itself loose. And that will do you. Hey! Hey, hey, hey! Trying to work on this bike in this stand in this way, it's not happening. It really isn't. Alright, let's get the other one on. Hey, 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 hey. What fucking fun we're having today. It's getting dark. Time to pack it in for the day soon. Come on. Oh, come on. There you go. Be time to jack it in. I'm not going to say it. If you've watched my previous videos, you know I'm being good today. I'm not going to tell boys to grease their shafts today. No. You already know full well that it should be greased. Ready? Sorted. It's beginning to look a lot like shitmas. Oh dear. That one doesn't feel good at all. That's fairly loose still, and that feels shit. So I'm not sure what's going on there. That's actually, I mean that's not as tight as I could do it by hand. I'd say hand tight, but it's not as tight as I could do it by hand. And that's actually indexing on the bearings. I can feel it. So something's wrong with that bottom bracket. So we'll have to get that back up for now. All fun and games. That one feels nice and free. One of the back's a bit stiff. We'll change that one out. Change it out. Yeah, there's a bit of resistance in that one. It doesn't feel grinchy. I mean, usually they end up spinning too freely when they're bone dry. That's a bit... It's not spinning as freely as you'd want, this one. Let's see how this one does. See how this one feels. It's better. It's not brilliant, but it's better. It's a bit noisier, that one. Let's see if we've got one that's quiet, but not fucked. This one feels spot on. That's better. Much better. Cool. Got there in the end. Got there in the end, didn't we? That bolt's a bit rounded out, isn't it? Time to change the bolt. What's going on here? What is going on? Yeah, it's a little bit rounded out, that one. In the bin. Let's find some more bolts. Find another bolt. Put things in his mouth again, Francie. Stop putting things in your mouth, Francie. I should have fucking measured that bolt before I chucked it in there, shouldn't I? Come here. Come here, you fucking thing. I'm trying to find one that's exactly the same length. Ah. You shall do. Right. You're going back in that bin in a minute. Once we've established that this one will work. There we go. Sorted. Drop one and get sorted. Is everybody sorted, freeze and whiz? Lovely. Right, what shall we do next? Fucking call it a day, I reckon. Bloody hell. Had enough already. Let's get some deraillers on. Let's get some deraillers. Right. So we're going with the XT 9-speed derailleurs that were on them to start with. Primarily because there's nothing wrong with them. And I've got loads of these anyway. I did consider downgrading it to a dual rear derailleur at the back, just because the rest of the group set is dual. But it would be a downgrade given that they came with XT to start with, so we're sticking with the XT. Come on. Don't fucking start. Or do fucking start. Get in that hole. Get in your hole. That's your home. Are you ashamed of your own home? Get in. Here we go. No, what the fuck's going on with that now? Why is that so stiff? Yeah, bleeding hell, that's gone stiff. See what happens when you put shit in a parts washer? It all stiffens up, doesn't it? You ain't supposed to be that stiff. That ain't even the right size. Wow, need some new tools, man. Fucking hell, that's... definitely need some new tools now. Fuck that. That's fucked it. T30. Let's have a look. It is a T30, but it's a very stiff T30. Something needs a bit of lubricating. Better. Make sure that's not too loose. No, that's fine. It's fine. Fuck me, drop count's going to be off the bastard scale today. Fuck's sake. Not to mention the fucking swear count. That one's not so bad. That one's okay. Let's get this one on. No, that wasn't a good sound. Well, nothing broke. Let's just take it off and double check it. Because it certainly sounded like something broke, didn't it? Oh, it has. It has broke. Fucking hell. I didn't even over tighten that. That's just shit, man. Fucking hell. The absolute craziness of that, man. It's popped out of its channel altogether. See if we can get it to go back in. If it go back in, we can still use it. Come on. No. No, we can't. No, we can't. That has snapped off completely. Snapped off? Wow. Okay. Again, I put that down to put it in the parts washer. That was in the parts washer at 45 degrees. And now you've got bolts failing, just shearing off. That's just completely sheared off. The end of that has straight off there. And that wasn't over tightened. Fucking hell. Well, I've had enough. I've had enough now. Fuck this. Fucking end of part 1.